Hello guys, Josh here, welcome back to the channel. So I'm very excited today because we are unboxing a package from Black Hawk Electric. Now Black Hawk Electric, if you didn't know, are an electric skateboard company, and this is going to be my first time trying and owning an electric skateboard. The only thing I've tried that's remotely similar is one of those hoverboards from 2015, which now I come to think of it is nothing like an e-board. So yeah, huge shout out to Black Hawk Electric for hooking us up. Now generally there are two types of electric skateboards. You've got the longboard style and the shortboard style. And what Black Hawk Electric have done with this brand new Sport V3 model is kind of take the internals from its bigger brother and compact it down to this shortboard style, which in theory means that you're getting a super powerful shortboard style electric skateboard with amazing range. I'm really excited to try this thing. Let's get it open. Now Black Hawk are actually based in Australia, however they have stores in the UK and the US as well. And looking at prices, because obviously I've looked at things like, was it the boosted board before, and the price always put me off because I was like, oh, electric skateboards are so expensive. But I looked on the website and these actually seem really reasonably priced. All right, looks like we've got a box within a box here. So that's pretty good, guys. I actually got a quality control checklist included in the box, which is a pretty good sign because it shows that they're actually paying attention to the products that they're sending out. Oh, and also, if you're looking for the user manual, it is online, so they give you the details here. Oh, by the way, guys, this is not a full review. I will be doing a full review on this electric skateboard after I've used it for like a month or so, but I thought it'd just be interesting to do a video to give you my first impressions from kind of the perspective of a first-time owner of an electric skateboard. All right, so here's the board. Let's talk specs. So you've got this nice grip tape on top of the board. The actual deck itself is made from bamboo, which is very nice. The weight is 6.5 kilograms, so it's not crazy heavy, but with it being a short board, it's less cumbersome than a long board just because it's not so big. And you've also got these handy carry handles on both sides of the board as well. Now, one thing I was interested to see was the wheels, because I've ridden a few skateboards in my life and most of them have pretty small wheels, at least the ones I've ridden, but these ones look really chunky and really sturdy, so I don't think it should have any problems going over like most terrain as long as it's pavement, because you're not going to be off-roading on this thing. You need the big boy for that. As regards to accessories, they are all in this box. I have taken them out of the plastic just to make it easier to show you guys, but yeah, we've got the power brick here, so obviously you get the power brick, you get the adapter local to where you live, so that plugs into there, and then you plug this into the board itself. We've also got the remote here, so this is what you hold in your hand to make the skateboard go. And to charge this thing, you get a micro USB cable, so you can just plug that into a charger. And then finally, they include this little thing, which is obviously to tighten your bolts and stuff. But for the most part, this thing is ready to go. They do recommend going through a checklist to make sure everything is secure. But yeah, first impressions look solid to me. I'm sure all of you guys are dying to know how fast this thing can go. So for that, let's take it outside. All right, so we made it to the testing grounds. It's a very nice evening here in the UK today. It's actually sunny for once. But yeah, we've got the drone in the backpack. We've got the e-board right here. So we're going to be testing it out, getting some cool shots, and I'll give you some thoughts and opinions and first impressions on this board. So here is the actual board itself. So if we flip this over, I'll show you where you charge it. So you got your charging port right here. It takes around 4 hours to charge. And with that, you're getting up to around 15 miles range, which is pretty crazy. We've got the on button on the side here, so we just press that to turn it on. So here is the remote. To turn it on, you just hold the power button right here, and you'll see that the battery level indicator is here. So you've got these little 4 red things, so we've got full battery. Now the board actually has 4 speed modes. So if we select the power button and just press it, you'll see here it toggles through each speed mode. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll keep it on 1 for now. Now one cool feature is that you can keep it on, say, speed mode 1 and accelerate like this by using this little wheel. And then if you let it go back to neutral position, you can almost, I guess, gear it up to speed so that you're not having to obviously look down at the controller while you're riding to get faster, which is pretty cool. So you can see it getting faster there. And then when you want to brake, you just pull back on this little wheel and it will brake. Now they are very sensitive, so you have to make sure that you are careful with obviously how far you push the wheel. So yeah, I would advise you be very careful. Also, of course, wear safety gear and always check your board over to make sure that it's all in good condition. And we do have reverse as well. So if you hold this button, it will put the board into reverse and then you can go backwards. Let's ride this thing. Now, I must mention that I am by no means an experienced skater, but this thing is super easy to ride. Corners very well. I guess that's one of the advantages of it being a short board as opposed to a long board. You're going to be able to make tighter corners, so if you are planning on using this thing for the city and things like that, it's probably going to be more suited to you than a longboard. Now, one thing you must always make sure you do while riding an e-board is to anticipate what's about to happen. For example, if I throw on the accelerator, the board's going to want to throw me off the back, so you've got to make sure you put the weight on your back leg while you're accelerating. And similarly, when you throw on the brakes, you've got to put the weight on your front leg so you don't go flying off the front. I mean, it's just simple physics really, but you've got to be careful. So we're currently just cruising around in speed setting 1, and like I said, if you let the accelerator go to neutral and then press it again, it will let you kind of cycle through each gear. So I really love that feature, it helps you to get up to speed safely. Now, I'm not entirely sure what the specific speeds are for each of the 4 speed modes, but I can tell you that speed setting 2 is plenty fast enough for me. This thing goes up to around 21, maybe 22 miles per hour. It's 35 kilometers per hour, so whatever that is. Now, range on this thing is up to 15 miles. I will be testing this for my review that I'll do probably in a month or so. But yeah, depending on what city you live in, you could probably get to the other end of the city and back on that one charge. Anyway, guys, I need to get some drone shots before the sun completely sets, so I'll see you back in the office. Alright guys, so it's been a couple of weeks since I filmed that footage. You can probably tell I've had a bit of a haircut since then. But I'm not even kidding, this is the most fun I think I've had out of any tech product I've tested recently. I've been using it every single day. It's almost replaced my car for short journeys to the shops and things, because it's just more convenient and way more fun. I've also gotten a lot more confident riding it since that footage, so I have managed to max out the speed of 22 miles per hour, and I can tell you guys, it feels fast. Now, we'll be going more over things like battery life in the full review, so make sure you stay tuned for that. But I mean, if you're just thinking of picking one up either to ride for fun or maybe to get to work and back, I would highly recommend this thing. Also, I found out that it's a lot harder than it looks to ride an electric skateboard and fly a drone and track yourself at the same time. I wish my drone had active track. Once again, shout out to Black Hawk for sending this thing over. I've had a whole lot of fun. If you guys do want to check it out, I'll have it linked down below in the description. If you enjoyed this video, a like rating would be much appreciated. I know this was a little bit of a different video to what I'd normally do with the PC and setup stuff, but I thought it'd just be nice for you guys to see a bit of a different side to me that's not always in the office. Speaking of the office, we do have some epic upgrades to install in the next week. Gigabyte actually sent us some stuff, so we're going to be doing some major upgrades to this main PC over here that we use for gaming, and also for the editing workstation as well. So I'll explain a little bit more next week. If you guys want to catch me on social media, you can do at Tesseract. But with that being said, hope you guys have an awesome week. I'll catch you all in the next one.